A very good morning. Thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's US Stroke Tropical Outlook for today. Certainly, with the cooling of the eastern equatorial Pacific and a very, very warm Caribbean Sea, we do have the ingredients and the favorability for tropical development over the Caribbean. So, basically, in close development to the United States is certainly a big concern as we go into the month of October. But you can see here off the CFSV2 the reasons why we're very concerned. We've got the perfect correlation between Pacific and Atlantic. Atlantic favourable, Pacific less so. And of course, when you do have a lowering of heights over the Caribbean, you do tend to watch out, especially when you've got a big positive over eastern Canada. That tends to draw systems towards the Gulf and the southeast Atlantic coast. And that is certainly the models are indicating something, sniffing stuff out for the end of season threat. But certainly, as we go into the month of October, the La Nina looks as if it's going to form, and the Mullen is indicating a very reflective La Nina type pattern for North America overall. We've got the trough over the central portion of the west. Of course, the big ridge over eastern Canada extending into the northeastern half of the country. So a fairly tranquil open to the month of October. As we go into the middle portion of October, notice here that the trough is trying to kind of push its way east, southeast, and it's kind of pushing this ridge core further east according to the CFSV2. But this orientation between trough and positive ridge still reflects danger across the southeastern half of the United States in terms of tropical activity. Um, Essentially, the Cape Verde season is over, but at this time of the year, we need to look out, especially to the Caribbean, for stuff developing, and we could very well see that. Now, as we go towards this, is interesting. It's a slight shift in the CFSV2. The 13th through the 20th of October, so this is the day 15 through 21. You've got the ridge, or should I say, the trough over the Pacific Northwest. But notice here the ridge is still over eastern Canada, and we have got this negative here that is extending from near Bermuda into the Carolinas here, and this is a classic setup here for some form of tropical hit during the month of October here, but still generally warmer than normal across the United States overall. But again, like I say, this region here, really from Miami all the way up towards DC, this to me is an area that we need to watch for something trying to come in during the month of October here overall. And then eventually we start to see the pattern shift negative onto the eastern half of the country, and then it will start to retrograde this ridge westwards here, which would indicate that as we open the month of November, it turns slightly cooler across the eastern half of the country. Looking at the 2 meter temperature anomaly is real quick here. You can see here week one, and certainly plenty of warmth to be had after the cool of the weekend across the Great Lakes in the northeast. We'll start to rebuild that ridge once again, probably talking about more record heat. Week two, you can see here that we have got somewhat of an October heat wave almost going on over really from Chicago all the way to New York and Boston. It looks as if it's going to be very hot temperatures, 10 to as much as 20, maybe locally 25 above normal for this region of the country. So it looks as if we are going to see some pretty hot weather for the month of October as we go into the middle part of the month. Then it cools down. Texas up into the mid-Atlantic region. Could this be sniffing out rainfall, tropical interaction here with the land? That remains to be seen. Still warmer than normal across the northern tier of the country. Even as we push towards the latter half of the month, highly reflective of a La Nina. Cool in Florida, cool in Mexico, but warm stacked up further north across the lower 48. As we push towards the month of November here, you can see here that we just maintain this warm type of signal here. So long way to go, but certainly looking interesting as we go into the month of October, the middle month of meteorological autumn, of course. Hope you have a great Saturday, and I'll be back again next week. Bye for now.